看我们的这个大熊猫。我们现在游览的一个路线就是一个环形路线，我们现在要进入就是一个熊猫园，大家稍后看我们以前看的这个馆是几号馆
？Giant Panda inside exhibit room 3, and that was the home to Xiao Liwu. And where is Xiao Liwu exactly? You can see one exhibition panel in front of us, and you can see all of the information of the panda archive of Xiao Liwu. The gender is male, and it's San Diego. The birthplace is San Diego. Now, yes, there is Xiao Liwu. He's hiding from the camera. And let's make a detour, go up to see how Xiao Liwu is. You see, that is Xiao Liwu under the woodhouse. Please come to hide. Come to us. Xiao Liwu is acting like he's playing hide and seek with us. He's really a big fan of climbing. Therefore, we made a lot of toys, climbing toys, and facilities for him. What's he doing right now? He's looking for a tree to play with. You see that this park really covers a large area. And one of the stewards is approaching Xiao Liwu, and he came here with a gift, bamboo. So this is baby bamboo, and this is one of the food that Xiao Liwu really like, and he likes to eat baby bamboo and carrot. Sometimes we also feed Xiao Liwu with bamboo. I didn't really see any bamboo forest on our way here. Yes, we need to pick up baby bamboo from other places. What kind of criteria do you have in selecting the food for panda? Well, we select the food based on the research center's requirement. Safety comes first, and then we also need to think about the nutrition. If you want to construct a panda park, activity park, are there any requirement? Yes, you have to make the panda park big enough to us. Now we are feeding bamboo, the baby bamboo, to the panda. And he's about to jump down to the ground. Xiao Liwu was born in the US. I'm very curious whether Xiao Liwu can understand Sichuan dialect. Yes, actually, he can. When he was living in the US, he was still taken care by a Sichuan steward. And he's already got used to the weather and also the climate of Sichuan. And also here in Jiuzhaigou, we are the largest panda base and panda conservation park for giant panda. It seems like Xiao Liwu doesn't really feel like eating the bamboo. It feels like he want to stay quiet and wish to be left alone. Very cozy. Apart from eating baby bamboo, and he's also going to he will also be fed with bun. Why is he named Xiao Liwu? It embodied the good friendship between China and US. Dear audience, we are currently at Aba Tibetan and Qiang Autonomous Prefectures, the Jiawuhai Conservatory and Conservation and Research Park of Giant Panda. Currently, the park is not open to the public, and we managed to visit here in advance to try to give you a holistic view on how Xiao Liwu and the other 3 panda are doing here in the panda research park. Usually, the activity hour for panda is 4 to 5 hours. Pandas will drink water, eat food, and walk around and play with the toys. Let's look at the structure here, the fence. The fence looks like it is wood material. However, this is made of steel. And also, inside there is glass structure. And also down there in the ground, you can see there is a drainage ditch. Now Xiao Liwu is climbing down slowly. I wonder whether he's going to be interested in the baby bamboo we just fed him. Giant panda Xiao Liwu was born in US and he just flew back to his hometown Sichuan in July this year. Let's go closely to see what Xiao Liwu is doing right now. These giant pandas are still in transition phase to really get used to the park. That's why the research park is not open to the public. Usually, pandas here will walk, come and forth, try to look for toys such as big trees. We will try to make the panda walk around as more often as possible. Apart from these activity park, grassland park, we also have indoor park for the pandas. And also all of the water here is drinkable. Usually the panda will not drink the water here, even though this is drinkable. The pandas will go back to the indoor park to drink the water over there. Why didn't we have the giant panda Xiao Liwu stay in US for a longer time? Because we wanted to celebrate his birthday here in Sichuan, and we even had a celebration party for Xiao Liwu, a welcome party for Xiao Liwu once he got back to China. And we just had his first birthday celebration party. You can see that currently Xiao Liwu is walking around. I still wonder whether he can find the baby bamboo we just gave him on the grassland. Giant panda looks very fat. He's still very agile in his movement. It only takes him several steps to climb up on the stairway. In this park, almost all of the major trees are covered with ropes. Why is that? Because we need to use the rope to cover the tree, protect the tree from being damaged by the panda. In the next spring, we are going to plant more trees inside the park. You can see that today Xiao Liwu looks very not so happy. He would wish to be left alone. Okay, now let's visit the next panda. This research park is going to be open to the public in the future, and we are also going the visitors route. What are these houses? On the left side, these are the administrator's house. And these are the places where we make food for the panda, and you can also see the panda's kitchen. Yes, later on we will also visit the panda's kitchen to see how people make food for panda. So this is panda's kitchen and also some of the basic facilities for panda. These are all in line with the requirement of the research center. What's that? This is exhibit room number 2. This is Ya'an base. So Xingxing and Haihai are living here. And the giant panda we're currently looking at is 2.5 years old, and he really likes to move around, and it's really adorable. I don't know whether you can see through the glass or not, or you can only see the reflection of our shadows, but actually the panda inside is eating bamboo. And we will also go inside the room to observe the panda closely. This is Haihai, and she's a female. Looking through the glass, we might not be able to see the panda clearly, so we're gonna go inside. Okay, let's just go inside. We are going to walk a long way to go to the door. This is the panda archive of Haihai. And this is the activity park of Haihai. However, Haihai is not outside. He's still inside the room having food. Dear audience, we are in Sichuan, the county of Aba, Tibetan and Qiang autonomous prefectures. On October 31st, 4 giant pandas arrived here at Jiawuhai Conservation and the Research Park of Giant Panda. This research park is not open to public yet because the 4 giant pandas are still in transition phase. So we are visiting this research park to observe them and see how these 4 pandas are doing. Just now we just visited Xiao Liwu, and now we are visiting another 2 giant pandas. And now it's about noon time, and the giant pandas are about to have their lunch. Now we are visiting room number 2. This is a disinfection. This is for disinfection purpose. It's called disinfected carpet. You just tap on it and then rub on the carpet, then your shoes will get disinfected. And this is the baby bamboo and bamboo for Haihai to eat. And this is Xingxing. This is the first time for me to observe a panda so closely. She seems very naughty, and she would really like to get out of the door. If you are not a professional staff, then do not get too close to a panda. Yes, she's very naughty, and she can hurt people once she gets too naughty. Giant panda are not. Giant panda is not cat. They are actually more like bear. How old is Xingxing? More than 2 years old. And that is similar to 3.5-year-old human. Similar to 7 to 8 years old human. That's exactly the time for the panda to get really naughty. You see, she's really agile. She's eating the baby bamboo. You can see that she has very good teeth and very big teeth. And if you look at the claw of Xingxing, her fingernail is really long and sharp. Because she's still very little, we can still feed her at this short distance, but once she gets older, we will not be able to feed her this way. Okay, let's leave her alone to leave her to her lunch. So in this building, we separate the building to 2 parts, and on both sides they're located 1 giant panda. We don't want to lock 2 pandas together in 1 cage. Otherwise, they might get in a fight. When do you usually separate the panda? After they get 2 to 3 years old. This is Hai, also a female panda. Hai is just more than 10 days difference. Hai is just 10 days younger than Xingxing. If you want to breed the panda, how do you do? Well, that really depends on whether the Conservation and Research Center allow us to do it. Usually, a giant panda, male panda, will eat 40 to 60 kilograms of bamboo, and a female will eat 10 kilograms of bamboo. That really depends. Well, this is a really rare opportunity for us to be able to visit these 4 giant pandas, and even more luckily, we are visiting these 4 pandas through the staff route rather than through the visitors route. It is not possible for visitors to see these giant pandas from this perspective or from this view because this is only for staff. And this is a fridge where we store the food for panda like carrot, apple, and even bun, corn bun. And before we feed the panda, we need to see the weight of the food. What's inside the bun? Well, it's made from sugar, egg. There are 9 ingredients, including, for example, egg, flour, and corn, sugar, etc. It sounds very delicious. And also, the favorite food of panda is actually honey. So you can. Why do you need to feed honey to panda? it can help with help to prevent constipation. Now we are about to feed the panda with this bun. Before you give the bun or cornbread to the panda, you need to check the weight. Usually we will just feed the panda 150 grams of cornbread. And the steward really knows the weight of the cornbread. And also, before we feed this carrot to the panda, we will cut the two ends off in order to keep the freshness and nutrition of the carrot. We don't tolerate any difference or we don't tolerate any error. It has to be 160 grams of carrot and 150 grams of corn bread. And now we are spreading the honey on top of the cornbread. This is very nutritious.
可以看一下，这是大熊猫的食用绳，我们也是把它的底部也是切除了的，因为这有些存放的时候底部会容易造成腐烂这些，所以说我们都是很长一部分都是切除掉的，也是保证为了它的
yam off. This is also to preserve the safety and freshness as well as the nutrition of this Chinese yam. Sometimes we'll put this baby bamboo in different locations and then have the panda to look for the baby bamboo herself. Sometimes we put it here, sometimes we put it over there, just to avoid the panda to have a very fixed concept of having lunch just here in one location. And also by doing so, the pandas will be able to walk around and be more open-minded. Okay, stand up. Hi. Over there. Okay, off you go. We don't want to put the baby bamboo in one fixed location, otherwise whenever the giant panda gets hungry, he or she would just go to this fixed location for food. We will also feed this giant panda with a fixed amount of baby bamboo or other kind of food. We will not feed the giant panda at their own will. Otherwise, that will not be good for their health. Okay, she comes back again. She thought we might have more baby bamboo for her. You see, she comes here. She comes very closely to you, and as if the baby bamboo is very yummy. You see, she will also even take off the skin or lid of the baby bamboo. Over there. There are some more over there. Now that I'm observing the panda so closely, I can even hear the panda breathing. And she breathes very rapidly. Yes, if we cut off the baby bamboo, she will get very impatient. If we leave, she will just go looking for the baby bamboo herself. But if we stay here, she would think that we are still feeding her. Yes, sometimes after she chews the baby bamboo, she will spit out the remains or leftovers, and also the steward will have to clean all of the leftover or spit out. can even see an AC
这个也是
on the wall.
保证一个就是
也就是为了给它提供
This is also to
的话，给它降温，变成的话，给它生温就是保暖。
maintain a good room temperature for the panda. So in the summertime, we will cool down the temperature, and in wintertime, we will warm up the temperature.
在不打扰它，让它慢慢吃东西，去看下一只熊猫。
Okay, let's leave her to her lunch. And let's go visiting the next panda. Okay, now we are visiting the fourth giant panda.
是一个这个车行道，但是以后这条路是
This path
进来的，这个是我们工作人员。
looks like a car path. However, in the future, this is only a staff-only path. Yes, in the future, when the research park is open to the public, we will have a separation between the staff-only path and tourist path. On the left side, you can see a natural river, and there is a small wood bridge on top of the river. In the future, we will start the construction of stage 2, and there will be a wildlife rescue center and emergency center. In the future, with the research park getting more developed, there will be more functions inside the park, and there will be more detailed separation of responsibilities of the staff. Yes, we will expand the scale to the national level. Where is Tian right now? I think Tian is, well, you can see Tian already. Tian is on top of the tree. Who could have wondered that Tian is climbing the tree outside? I thought Tian would stay indoor. Yes, Tian is the naughtiest one. Tian even sleep on top of the tree. Yes, Tian is scratching. Seems very cozy. Tian is from Dujiangyan Panda Base. She is a female, and she was born in October 2017. All of the indoor facility or indoor parks here inside our research park are almost the same area. We have 3 indoor parks in total. Would Tian fall off? No. And in the growing period of giant pandas, panda would go through a period where when they just feel to fall off from tree to the ground, and this is a really necessary period for the growing of panda. You can see the branches of the tree are very thin, maybe even not stable enough. However, the panda really enjoys staying on top of the tree. This is just similar to a human baby. staying inside the cradle.
这个65公斤
And currently now Tian Tian is 65 kilograms weight. I wouldn't expect Tian Tian to be 65 kilograms because she looks not fat at all. And she's just like human baby. And she gets impatient when she cannot get reach of food. And when she's hungry, she will scratch the door or scratch the fence and even scream for food.
刚才我们看到特别在那个两只熊猫哈，海海和星星都在乖乖的吃饭。
We just visited two panda, Hai Hai and Xing Xing, before, and those two pandas were having lunch quietly. However, here, Tian Tian just wouldn't go down. Yes, she's just very naughty, like human baby, and she really would like to just stay on top of the tree for a while, and she would only get down when she gets hungry. Dear audience, we are currently in an Aba Tibetan and Qiang Autonomous Prefecture on the Jiawuhai Conservation and Research Park of Giant Panda, and on October 31st, 4 giant pandas arrived at the research park, and they are still trying to get used of the local climate and local environment here. The research park is not open to the public yet, and we, as CGTN correspondent, specifically visit here to give you a report about how these 4 giant pandas are doing right now. Currently, we are looking at Tian Tian. This is a female panda, and she weighed about 130 斤. Usually speaking, every day at 11:40 to 12 o'clock, that is the lunch time for the giant pandas, and we just visited Hai Hai and Xing Xing, who were having lunch quietly. However, now Tian Tian just stay on top of the tree and wouldn't get down. We've already prepared a lot of food for Tian Tian to eat. You can see the baby bamboo, and this baby bamboo seems stiffer compared to the food of Xing Xing and Hai Hai. So even if the baby bamboo seemed very stiff, the pandas are able to peel off the baby bamboo and only eat the core of it. Tian Tian is 2.5 years old. And when giant pandas get 1 year old, that is similar to 3 years old of human. So Tian Tian is similar to 7 to 8 years old human. She seemed really naughty, just like a boy. What kind of professional steward are there to take care of these four giant pandas? We actually have 4 feeders. We have 8 feeders, and these 8 feeders went to Dujiangyan Conservation and Research Park of Giant Panda to get trained, and now they've already came back to take care of these 4 giant pandas. And these 8 feeders, some of them were already professional feeders of giant pandas. And after we hired or recruited these 8 feeders, we sent them to Dujiangyan Conservation and Research Park of Giant Panda to get trained, and then they will get certified. Because giant pandas are rare wildlife species, and we have to be very careful when feeding the giant pandas. Just as you saw, when we fed the lunch to giant pandas, we have to really feed them with a fixed amount of food, fixed amount of balm, fixed amount of cornbread, fixed amount of baby bamboo. We don't tolerate any error. Now Tian is climbing down. Yes, when taking care of these giant pandas, we need to pay attention to the fixed amount of the food, and also when they just go to the toilet, we even need to observe some of their stool and even scale the weight of their stool. Yes, pandas can drink the water here in the activity park and even use the water to take a bath. And we will replace the water daily. These 4 giant pandas arrived here on 31st of October. It's still not 1 week yet. They are still trying to get used to the local environment here. What's she eating now? No, she's not eating anything. She's just playing. I can see she's chewing. No, she's not chewing. She just likes to chew something, but when there is actually no food inside her mouth. I know Tian is very naughty, and she's very reluctant to take meals on time. Will you try to teach her? Yes, we will leave the food at different location and teach Tian to search for food on different locations and try to really cultivate this habit of searching food on their own. Now Tian is playing at a different spot. What's the area of the outside activity park? The activity park of this one is around more than 300 square meters. Now Tian is walking slowly to the room, and she's about to returning indoor and have lunch probably. Okay, now that Tian Tian has returned, she's about to have lunch. And we're about to go indoor as well. Let's see how Tian Tian is doing, having lunch. I was also told that even if the research park will be open to the public in the future, this location or this corner will still not be open to the public. This is really a rare opportunity for us to be able to see or observe the giant pandas so closely. And this is the disinfection carpet. As we mentioned before, before you go inside, you have to stay on top and scrub your shoes on top of the disinfection carpet for around 6 seconds. Tian Tian is eating the cornbread and carrot. What's the amount of food we need to feed Tian Tian? I know that Hai would be fed with 150 grams of cornbread and 160 grams of baby bamboo. Well, Tian Tian is the same. Tian Tian just noticed that we came here bearing a baby bamboo. I will put our microphone closer to Tian Tian and so that our audience can hear the chewy sound of Tian Tian. Can you hear that? How chewy. Seems like the baby bamboo is very delicious. We have to train Tian Tian every day so that she can really have a habit of having lunch Yes, Tian Tian really enjoys lying down while eating food.
在吃的时候牙齿真的是很锋利，它会很敏捷的把这个竹笋的这个皮儿给剥到，只吃里面很嫩的这个芯。
You can see how sharp her teeth is.
所以就是为什么我们在参观大熊猫的时候，即便是
She
这样
can
大熊猫，我们
precisely peel off the peels of the baby bamboo and only eat the core of the baby bamboo. That is also why we need to keep a distance with the giant panda, because they are still wildlife and they are more like bear rather than cat. We will just leave Tian Tian to her lunch, and we just saw that she had cornbread. Let's see how they make the cornbread in the panda kitchen. Can you introduce a little bit about how you make the cornbread?
现在我们要换一个地方，我们要去到这个熊猫馆在什么地方呢？
We are about to visit another place, the panda kitchen. We are going to make cornbread.
这个布栈道也是将来我们对外开放了之后，我们进来之后，参观人员可以走到那个。
Now you can see the bridge on top of the river. This is also going to be open to the public in the future. This will be part of the visitors' route. And also the river is a natural river rather than a man-made river. You can hear the sound of the natural wildlife. And also the altitude of this location is 2080 meter, and this is the best height for and also best climate for giant panda to really reproduce and to inhabit. Now we are visiting the panda's kitchen, and we are about to see how the staff is going to make the cornbread. When you're inside the research park, you can really feel the freshness of the air because the altitude is really high. And also apart from the basic infrastructure or basic facility, everything you see is green. This is the panda's kitchen. We should also get disinfected before entering. This is the refrigerator room where we store apple, bamboo, cornbread, egg, and carrots. Refrigerator room. And this is the panda kitchen. And we have to wear a very special shoe cover before entering. Even the cameraman should also wear the shoe cover.
穿的是专门是这种，像美国的女性的。
This is a very special made shoe for the staff.
贵姓是这样的，张书婷专门负责做这个，就是
It's like a rain shoe. Okay, what's your name? My name is Zhang Shuting, and I'm the chef, Panda's chef. I only make cornbread, so the ingredients include the rice flour, corn flour, oil, salt, sugar, etc.
6个小时。
So we will steam the bun for 5 to 6 hours. Why does it take 5 to 6 hours? Because you have to really make it well done. There are some calciums inside. Even the water we're about to add, this is also very purified water.
而且我刚才观察到，我们这个水好像是有一半凉水，一半开水，是吧？
And also I noticed that you are mixing the cold water and hot water together to make it at, yes, the water should be at 30 to 40 Celsius degree. Yes, you need to be very careful when making the cornbread for Giant Panda, even more careful than making the human food. How many cornbread do you need to make every day? There are 4 giant pandas. We need to make enough for those 4 giant pandas. You need to ensure the freshness and the taste of the food, so we have to make every day. It is also edible for human, yes. But it contains a lot of energy. It contains very high calorie. All of the rice flour and corn flour is edible for human, and we have very special formula, a very strict formula. Because it takes a long time to make the cornbread, we would just leave them making the cornbread and we will go visiting other places. So this is a freshly made cornbread. And as we said, we should steam the cornbread for 5 to 6 hours, and it's very heavy if you hold it. It smells good. Okay, we just leave the panda kitchen. Dear audience, just now we visited Jiawuhai Conservation and Research Park of Giant Panda, and we had a very close observation of the 4 giant pandas who just arrived here on October 31. The research park is not open to the public yet, and we will have further follow-up on the research park, and if the research park is open to the public, we will let you know.